How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today and do your general monthly tarot reading for May 2019. First off, thank you guys so much for all the love and support on that last video. I am new to YouTube, so you guys, last month I had the most views with you guys, so I really appreciate you coming and checking it out, taking that time, right? For those of you that it resonated with, that's awesome. Makes me feel good. All right. Anywho, so this is a general monthly tarot reading. It's general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but let's take what does and we'll let the rest go, okay? I premeditated and shuffled on the deck. We're using original Rider-Waite. And other than that, we can just kind of get into it, all right? Breathe with me. Make space for any answers you're seeking, any confirmation, any guidance. Spirit, I ask that you work through me, less of me, more of you. That you give me the eyes to see, the ears to hear, clairvoyancy, discernment, compassion, light, love, humility, wisdom to read, see, hear, feel this message clear. Make me a clear channel for the Libra Collective this month. Thank you so much. All right, Libra. What's the message for Libra for May 2019? I am going to be doing it a little bit differently as far as how I'm laying them out. I'm kind of going over it. If you guys like it, let me know. If you like the old way, let me know. If you have suggestions for a different way, I'll look into it. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, starting strong. We have the Tower and the World. All right. Okay. Thank you. Wow, the Star in reverse. Two of Wands. Six of Cups in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. Two more cards for Libra, please. Okay. Queen of Swords. One more for Libra, please. One more for Libra. Okay. So, Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay. And we have Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Let's check it out. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. We have strong Aquarius energy here. And any of the fixed signs, Scorpio showing up, So just to get the signs out there. Okay, so it's looking like May. May is about having to make a decision, but denying ourselves that. Because I feel as though Libra, it's a decision to move forward, to move on. It's a decision to close out a cycle with something or someone. It feels like the decision that needs to be made is to leave behind what isn't working for us anymore. You're faced with, we have 2 2s here. You're faced with a decision. You're a decision on which path to take. There's a road where you will stay in feeling oppressed, in having to kind of deceive yourself a little bit, or there's a decision to pick up everything you have and go the road alone. But even though this road is alone, it's a lot brighter is what it feels like. It feels like you really, really love somebody. This is for like half of you. Actually, a lot of you, I feel like. I don't know. We'll see. But, and you have built so much with them. A home, possibly a family, right? And I actually feel like not like you want to work on it. Like you still have so much love for this person. And you're even planning on proposing something new in love, trying to rekindle. And I feel like the other person has left the building. If not physically, mentally. Because they feel restrained in their environment. This could be you feeling this way, but I'm getting a strong sense for most of you, it's the person that you're dealing with. Could be another air sign. It's like somebody realizes that there's nothing left and somebody is still holding on, trying to make something work. I feel like you are kind of aligned. It's like, it's true too, deep down, but you're trying to neglect that. You're trying to ignore that. And you're like telling yourself constantly, no, like I've ended a cycle. We're starting a new one. Like I closed that out. Like I'm better. I'm good. Like trust me. And the other person's just like, first of all, there's a person coming off very, a little bit conceited, kind of cocky, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, their shit don't stink. I'm just seeing, like, this Queen of Swords is a good woman, and she knows her worth. But she might be coming off a little bit too strong. And that might be because this person has moved forward. Girl, boy, whatever. You, them, however it resonates, you take it how you will. They've actually moved on. They might actually even be seeing other people. And they might be lying to you. We'll put some clarifiers. Okay. Spirit, can you clarify the Tower in reverse, please? Can you please clarify the Tower in reverse? Please clarify the Tower in reverse. I heard we could be friends. Okay, so yeah. Some of you might have a fire sign close to you, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, possibly someone younger than you. Doesn't have to be, but Page of Wands here is someone you can count on, someone you can call a friend, someone who's there to help, someone who is there to really excite you, ignite you, get you going, right? I feel like there's someone here who is trying to break the news to you, like even they know what's going on. And they're kind of telling you, like, dude, who are you kidding? Like, move on, man. What's that from? Anyways. And they get you to kind of start really evaluating everything that has been growing, everything that hasn't been growing, what you've been reaping, what you haven't been reaping. Is it enough? Is it not enough? They kind of get those wheels turning about, like, I feel like they come in and they actually show you how you've really been feeling, and that you have actually been masking that, and you're kind of like, I guess you're right, like someone's coming up to you and they're like, you're not happy. Like, why can't you just get real with yourself that you're not happy, that you know that there's more out there, right? This person, I feel, really lights up this Tower moment that you're avoiding. Because you are avoiding it. It is here in the reverse. If this is the person that you're dealing with coming to you and telling you these things, this person that you're dealing with is actually highlighting the things of why they know that it's over. and getting you just like, I'm hearing like, why can't you just understand that it's over? This is done. Who we're dealing with. All right, move forward. Can we clarify the world, please, Spirit? Can you clarify the world? Please clarify the world. King of Swords. Strong Aquarius here. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Wands. Five of Cups. Okay, so once you've been kind of woken up, I feel like you really start to step into your power, or at least you attempt to. It's like someone realizing their worth. Also, we have the King and the Queen of Swords here, and I feel like the person you're dealing with, you kind of look at them and you're like you like how they're acting and how they're feeling empowered and how they're feeling brave enough, good enough, just smart enough to move forward in life and doing it right. You kind of like, it's like you question, like, I can be that too. Like, why don't I deserve that? I do deserve that. I am that. And if they can't see that, then, I mean, what does it even matter? I am the King of Swords, right? I feel like some of you, for the men, you might have felt that you were maybe a little bit emasculated. You know what I mean? By a woman in a relationship for a really long time, because in your eyes, I feel like you were just really trying to nurture her. And whoever the woman you were with, it became a little bit more of a, they're just like, it's like they wanted you to man up. Like, man up. Where's your backbone? Kind of thing. And so this tower moment that you're allowing to happen finally, and the realizations that are coming to you is, okay, yeah, I'll man up. Like, this is a friend or the person that you're dealing with who has kind of woken you up to this. They really, really spark something in you with this Ace of Wands. New beginning, something that really gets you motivated, gets you action oriented, just really lights that fire under your ass, right? Well, just, it launches you. It might launch you a little bit fast, and so you might, once you start going, you're getting on the move, you're doing things, right? There's all this progression from this fire that's been lit, this new beginning that's given to you by the universe. For some of you, it's going to be travel. You could be traveling, however far, right? Moving away, going on vacation. That might be a really big thing for you, that new beginning that the universe brings you, that really owns that king position, right? Because you make the moves, you talk the talk, you walk the walk. And that all stems from the intelligence that comes from the King of Swords, right? And once you get to that place, wherever you're at, when you make that movement, whether it's physically or even emotionally, there's gonna probably be a point this month where you do start to kind of fall back a little bit, because I feel like you might realize that there's a lot that's manifesting because of that fire that was lit. But I feel like there comes a quiet time in the midst of all of it where you start thinking about who's there and possibly who's not there. It's kind of that crying over spilled milk type of thing, right? But you have to realize that even if that party's over, person, place, or thing, or all three, there's a new one to be had, a really big one, a really beautiful one, right? It's closing the door behind us, letting that new one open. Serious business. The universe is not messing around. It's lighting that fire for a reason. And yeah, you're gonna have the times where you kind of start to look back and reminisce, but things are in the past for a reason, right? There is a choice to be made. You have the world in your hands, Libra. Okay. Wow. Okay. So like I said, there's someone here. When I see the Star card in reverse, this is my losing hope or being very conceited, being very haughty, being very lacking a lot of humility is how I kind of see this card. Now when this fire is lit and you're going places, you're doing things, you're manifesting greatness, okay, you might get to a spot, okay, where you let it get to your head. You really need to be careful of that, okay? We have the Hangman and the Ace of Coins in the reverse, okay? From lacking that humility, I feel like during the month of May, there's going to come a time where you're going to be asked to really kick back, gain a little bit newer perspective, a little bit of a higher perspective, okay? Reevaluate, check in with yourself. Don't let money rule your world. Don't let money rule your mindset. Don't let money change you. Okay, when I see the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the first thing I hear is the evil side of money. Okay, be careful. Growing up, I always heard, and this is what I grew up in, but it's the universe. He gives and he takes away. Okay? He gives and he takes away. Nothing is yours. Okay? And as soon as you manifest it, is as quick as it can be taken from you to learn a lesson, if you need to learn that lesson for the first time or for the 5th time. Okay? So be careful of that. Make sure you're checking in with yourself. Make sure you stay humble and you remember where you've been. Okay, and what it has taken for you to get where you are. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, can you please clarify the Two of Wands for me? Can you please clarify the Two of Wands? What's the decision? Please clarify the Two of Wands for me. Cool. Okay, I have Page of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Excuse me. For those of you where this is about business, be careful who you're trusting with your money, okay? That's pretty much it. Plain and simple, be very cautious of who you are trusting with your finances. If it's a business partner, okay, just be careful, be aware, tune in, okay, because it looks like for some of you, there's going to be some shitty news coming in of someone being very disserviceable to you, which is going to cause you to make a decision. This might come from we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So it's and I feel like you're going to be clear about who this is. So the first person that you think of when you hear me saying this, think about that person a little bit more, right? And this probably has to do with I feel like this is the thing that happens when there's a possibility of you getting too caught up in manifesting so much, especially when it comes to money. I feel like this is how the universe is going to be slowing you down a little bit, having you check in. Because also it needs to be kept in mind is we are, our surroundings and the people around us are a reflection of us, right? Okay. Why are we bringing those people in? Well, again, checking in with ourselves. How are we acting? What are we showing? What vibration are we at that we have attracted these lower vibrational frequencies into our life? Something to keep in mind. And that's the decision that's going to be have to be made. That's what's going to slow you down. Take a step back. Realize what you want, where you want to go, but realize what needs to be left behind. Okay? Strategizing. Really strategizing. Really pre-planning everything out. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Right? That all goes into it. Alright. Spirit, can you please clarify this 6 of Cups in reverse for me? Can you please clarify the 6 of Cups in reverse for me? Shoe. It's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna take all of them. Okay. In the past, what we've let go of is lying, deceit, betrayal, getting what we want by having to sacrifice something else, or sacrificing something else for somebody else, right? Making a decision for somebody else that might hurt them, right? It's like having to make a decision, and in the midst of making a decision, you have to hurt somebody else. You have to leave somebody out in the cold. But you know that by doing this, it is going to enable you to really move forward in whatever you want to, and in whatever you want to pursue. Business, education, relationships, but I'm seeing more business education here. And to get that, for some of you, you might have to travel, and that's why you have to leave things behind. Even if that's so, the things of the past are in the past for a reason, like I said. And by doing this, ultimately, we're going to break off any competition, any combativeness, any pettiness, any argumenting. This is the past that was so hard to let go of. Why? Because humans are silly. We want instant gratification. We like to feel comfortable. Yeah. I feel like you're really starting to see that keeping what the past in the past is really starting to benefit you. You can feel lighter. You can feel more motivated. You can feel it within you this month. You just feel so much lighter. Can you please clarify the Two of Swords in reverse for me, please? Please clarify the Two of Swords in reverse. Please clarify the Two of Swords in reverse. What is this indecision about? So we have Four of Swords in the reverse, Two of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. So yeah, like I was saying before, this is kind of just confirmation that whatever relationship you may be in or have been in and are trying to let go of, and for some of you, maybe a lot of you have not, because you're still waiting for it to get better. Because for some reason you guys are in denial about it getting worse or staying stagnant. You aren't taking the time to really think about it. You aren't. You're blinding yourself. You're not making a decision. You're trying to make yourself believe that, relationships have their ups and downs. Like, whatever, we'll get through it. Like, you make me happy. You complete me, right? This very well may be a soulmate, a twin flame, even. Either it's not the right time, okay, or it has run its course. Soulmates aren't always meant to last forever, right? It's just about souls meeting each other and learning something from them a lot of the time. Okay, at least that's what I believe. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's time to learn. It's time to grow. It's time to really be with our own thoughts and make clear decisions that we know need to be made. That will, what I'm seeing here, as soon as you make this decision, as hard as it may be for you, it's going to launch you. You're going to reach a next level of intelligence, of wisdom, of love, of light, really. There's going to be so much progression made by coming to terms with, this isn't my forever, which is so okay. Forever's a really long time. Who knows? Maybe I'll meet him in the next life. But for now, it's time to learn a new lesson. It's time to take what we have learned, implement it in our now, and move forward. Plain and simple. There's just a lot of resistance in making this decision for you guys. All right, what's the Queen of Swords? Can you please clarify this Queen of Swords, please? Please clarify the Queen of Swords. Please clarify the Queen of Swords. Whew. Okay. That's too many, guys. What was I gonna say? Star. So again, Aquarius coming up real strong. I'm hearing embrace that feminine energy, going back to how I was talking about you know, them, I feel like it's emasculating. I think it's emasculating you. Because you wanted to nurture them. This is like embrace your feminine energy. Don't be scared of it. Don't feel bad for it, because you have that in you, Libra. You really do. You have the masculine in you too. We have the feminine and the masculine within all of us, right? It's time to balance that out is what I'm seeing here. It's really time to balance that out. And it's really time to be okay with yourself. Yeah. Get really clear about who you are. And that you are good enough, and that you are smart enough, and that you are manly enough, or that you are womanly enough. And you can do it all by yourself. Not that you need to, not that you have to. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to get to that place of humbling yourself. Humbling yourself and finding hope in that vulnerable state. Not staying guarded, putting up a wall, denying our truths, right? This is being vulnerable, this is being humble, this is having hope in that. Knowing that the universe and God knows what it's doing in our lives. Having faith, trusting, believing in ourselves. Okay, so for those of you who try to stick it out, who deny yourself your truths, even though you're getting messages left and right, you'll have a marriage and you'll continue to tell yourself that it's a good marriage, but it's not going to be as good as it could be. With the Four of Wands in reverse, it's not going to be as stable as it should be. And you're really going to start to feel that as time goes on. Some of you might start to regret not listening to either friends, family, or the one you're dealing with in the past. Because now you see what they were talking about, or what your intuition was trying to tell you. And it's going to take you to a place of being a little bit unclear, a little bit confused, being a little bit stuck in the fog, not understanding why things are going this way. That's going to have you go within. It's going to have you really seclude yourself. It's going to really push you to a point where you have to take time out to be with your own thoughts and to hear your own truths again. Because you're going to get caught up in a lot of this. You're going to get caught up in a lot of this, a lot of this. Once we do this, once we go within, once we quiet our minds, once we find our truth again, right? It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight usually. There's going to be a decision made where you're finally going to leave behind what isn't serving you anymore. Again, this is travel. A lot of you are moving away. A lot of you. And I feel like a good amount of you, it's far. Because you have to. For you. For your mental health. For your emotional health. Your spiritual well-being. This is getting that understanding and doing what's right for you, for your family. All because secrets came to the light, whether they were from your loved one or whether it was your intuition coming knocking, giving you the clearest answers you've ever gotten in your whole entire lifetime, because that's what happens when you go into a meditative state. You tune in with your intuition, and the universe is like, here's a sign, here's a sign, here's a sign, here's a sign, here's a sign. You're welcome. Go ahead, pack your things. We could have gotten this over with like a month or two ago, but you know, it's fine. I'm not judging, I'm not mad. I hope you feel better, right? So yeah, I mean, the outcome, and look, we have, at the beginning of the reading, 6 of Swords in the reverse. The end of the reading, we have it in the upright. That's pretty beautiful. Transformation at its finest. If you choose to stay, you hold on to burdens because you're not letting things go to rest. And again, it might have to do with finances really weighing you down, whether it's within the relationship, a business, whether you're in a relationship, whoever you're in a relationship is your business partner. That can get messy. And give you some sleepless nights. Or we can move away. We can receive answers for our highest good that get us out of a place of hurt, that make us realize, what am I wasting so much time being in pain, doing the woe is me, doing the blame game, just being hurt constantly, and giving me a new beginning. Giving me a new beginning, giving me a chance to take a leap of faith into something new, into something beautiful. All right, Libra. I love you guys so much. I really do. Thanks again for tuning in here on Lucid Sue Tarot. All right, let's pull an Earth. I always do that. Enchanted Map, Oracle card. Colette Baron Reed. This is just something that's going to wrap up the message, okay? Something that you guys can kind of listen back on whenever you're feeling a little cloudy, right? Which direction do I go? Where do I go? When do I need to go? What do I need to do? Type of thing. Something to just help you guys check in with yourselves a little bit throughout this month, okay? Libra. What's the message for Libra? Message for a Libra. Alright. Oh, that was fast. Heal the ouch, Libra. Heal the ouch. Let's read it. Alright. 38. It says, forgiveness is the healer of the soul. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruel-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones. I love you. I love you guys so, so much. I hope you guys have a great May. You're capable, okay? Know your worth. Stay humble. Hear people out. Take time out to hear your own thoughts. Don't rush the process, okay? All right, Libra, I'll be seeing you guys in June. If you guys want a personal reading, my email will be in the description box below. Okay, I'd love to work with you guys. And other than that, lots of love, lots of light, and namaste.